Hi students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and I hope you all are studying also at home. So students, today we are going to start our 14th chapter of GK, that is Fairy Fables. Please open your books on page number 22, Fairy Fables. Students, do you know the meaning of fairy? Well, fairy means a small imaginary being of small human form that has magical powers. And do you know the meaning of fables? Fable means a short story that teaches a lesson or conveys a moral. Students, fables are generally written for children. Fables are closely associated with fairy tales. Fables are very short, simple, and written in direct language. The characters of a fairy fables may be animals, plants, and creatures. So, fairy fables are short stories which teaches us a moral lesson. I'll tell you about some of the most famous fables. Like for example, the fable of Fox and the Grapes, the fable of the Lion and the Mouse, the fable of Fox and the Crow, the fable of Cinderella, the fable of Sleeping Beauty, the fable of Beauty and the Beast, the fable of Hansel and Gretel, and the fable of Snow White. Students, there are a lot more fairy fables that you might have heard of. Sometimes when you feel like listening to stories, you might have asked your mother or your parents to tell you about fairy stories. These fairy stories are your fairy fables. Okay, now I'll give you short summaries of some of the fairy fables. Now open your page number 22. Your first question is based on the story of Snow White. So, I will tell you a brief summary of Snow White's story. In the story of Snow White is best known for her beauty. She is not only beautiful, she is also kind, hardworking, generous, and very optimistic. When the evil queen, that is her stepmother, when the evil queen asks the magic mirror who the fairest of them all was, the magic mirror told her that Snow White was the fairest of them all. When the evil queen ordered the woodsman to kill Snow White, he failed because Snow White saw the goodness in him. Later, the queen discovers that Snow White is still alive and hiding in a cottage with 7 little dwarfs. Snow White believed that deep inside the woodsman is capable of kindness. Snow White was right. There is goodness in each and every one of us. So, the moral of this fable is, beauty is not what you look like, but who you are. I repeat again, beauty is not what you look like, but who you are. Now students, our second question is based on the story of Red Cloak with a Hood. In this fairy tale, there was a little girl who lived in the forest named Little Red Riding Hood. The name of the girl was Little Red Riding Hood. She heard that her grandmother was not feeling well, so she decided to visit her grandmother. A bad wolf found about this and decided to break into the grandmother's house. The bad wolf put on the clothes of her grandmother and hid the grandmother in the closet. The wolf then waited for the little girl to show up. so he could trick her into giving him the treats. When the little girl came over, the wolf pretended to be the grandmother. The wolf exposed his true identity, and as he was about to eat her, a woodsman showed up to come and rescue her. The wolf ran away and the grandmother came out of the closet. So, the moral of the story is we should always be careful in whom we trust and we should not talk to strangers. Okay students, now open your page number 23. Your third question is based on the fairy fable of Hansel and Gretel. So, this is based on the story of When the Witches Lets Them Go. It is a tale of two siblings named Hansel and Gretel who encounter an old woman who turns out to be an evil witch. Students, witch is a woman who is thought to have some magical powers, especially bad powers, evil powers. Okay? So, when their father and stepmother plans to leave them in the woods alone, but luckily they use their intelligence and trick the witch into getting into her own oven, hence allowing them to come safely back home. Students, the moral of the story is we should be very cautious around the strangers. Students, now your fourth question is based on the story of Cinderella. Yes, Cinderella. I am sure you must have heard about Cinderella's story from your parents. Students are very fond of Cinderella. So, coming back to next question, fifth question. This question is based on the story of Goldilocks. I will tell you about Goldilocks. Pay attention now. Goldilocks, it is a tale in which a little girl named Goldilocks and the three bears. Goldilocks goes for a walk in the forest, and there she enters a house of three bears. She finds three bowls of porridge. The first one she tastes is too hot. The next is too cold. But the third one is just right, so she eats all up. Due to her selfishness, Goldilocks is unable to see how she breaks into the bear's house and using their things without their permission. Goldilocks is being very disrespectful and rude. So, the moral of the story is we should respect the privacy and property of others. We should not harm others. So students, now open your book on page number 22 and let's start with our 14th chapter, Fairy Fables. Europe has big palaces and castles. Where there are castles, there are witches and elves and other magical things. Europe has many such stories. Let us discover a few here. Read the clues and tick right for the correct answer. Your first question is, who lives in the forest with 7 dwarfs? I repeat, who lives in the forest with 7 dwarfs? Your first option is Cinderella. Second option is Snow White. Your third option is Little Red Riding Hood. Yes, The correct answer is second option, Snow White. Now come on second question. What does Little Red Riding Hood wear? I repeat, what does Little Red Riding Hood wear? Your first option is school uniform. Your second option is nurse dress. Your third option is red cloak with a hood. Yes, the answer is third option, red cloak with a hood. Now come to second page, page number 23, question number 3. When do Hansel and Gretel go back to their father? I repeat, when do Hansel and Gretel go back to their father? Your first option is when they are old. Your second option is when they finish the sweets. Your third option is when the witch lets them go. Read carefully, children. Yes, your answer is third option, when the witch lets them go. Next question, question number 4. What does Cinderella leave on the steps of the palace? I repeat, students. What does Cinderella leave on the steps of the palace? Your first option is a crown. Your second option is a slipper. Your third option is a book. Yes, your correct answer is option number second, slipper. Now, question number 5. Who eats the breakfast made for the bears? I repeat, students. Who eats the breakfast made for the bears? Your first option is Thumbelina. Your second option is Rapunzel. Your third option is Goldilocks. Think carefully, students. Yes, the correct answer is third option, Goldilocks. Now, your last question, question number 6. Where does the queen leave the pea for the princess? I repeat again, students. Where does the queen leave the pea for the princess? Your options are option number 1, above the mattresses. Option number 2, inside the mattresses. Option number 3, below the mattresses. Yes, your correct answer is option number 3, below the mattresses.